find that thing. She rests too low, and them fixed cannons is useless. And her captain is an ass.
Can you just gotta put like a donkey head on him, and then that's just perfect.
Is an ass.
Hey there, either holder, and welcome to another Narjan Reacts. In this video, we're reacting to the movie The Sea Beast. Now, before I get into the reaction, I just want to let you know that I'm aware that the director for this movie is the same guy who also directed Bolt, and I believe he also co-directed Moana. So he definitely has quite the roster for directing movies. I mean, not that Bolt was a huge success, but I know it's a classic that people that grew up with it love it now when they're older. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the creature design, the designer, is that what they would be called? Creature designer for the like sea beast and creatures was also the same one that worked on How to Train Your Dragon. Was judging from like the poster, I would definitely say that, or whoever designed the sea beast, the red one, definitely took inspiration from Toothless because he looks a lot like him. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. I wonder what animation studio this was made. I know Netflix, like this is under Netflix's movies, but I wonder what animation studio they got to make it or animate it. You're lucky that you're probably like the size of a krill to this creature. So you're probably not even... Is that a giant manta ray? It's Moana's grandmother. She's grown. Like... It looked like a cross between like a shark and a stingray.
When children drag beasts far beyond the horizon.
This looks kind of like Disney's animation style.
Of those nightmares.
And the greatest of the hunters is Captain Crow!
I'm guessing she's read the story several times then.
Hey, who's reading this story?
Oh my word! What's this?
It's my turn to read tonight, thank you.
Oh, you'll be the death of me. Come on, along you pop. And Miss Maisie.
Is she gonna die?
The king and queen care for you hunter orphans out of their kindness.
Yeah, their portraits really show that.
When you just going to have any more attempts, now are we?
What attempts?
Absolutely not.
She is lying. Oh, if she had her finger... If she had both hands on the book, she'd be having her finger crossed behind her back. Oh, I like the music. Gives that, like, medieval, Celtic kind of style.
And die a great death.
I mean, that's not a bad way to go. It's live a great life, die a great death. I'd rather that than live a sad life and die a sad death. Or live a sad life, die a great death. I'd rather have both great life and a great death. Oh, that's a cool design for a ship. Inevitable. Oh, redhead. They're not dead. The redheads live. Or should I say they're not going extinct? Yeah.
Where'd you see it?
Did it here, Jacob?
Why do I get it?
Are you sure?
That's not Crow, is it?
A red tape.
All I get is Sea of Thieves vibes.
Birds following.
We come all this way.
I mean, to be honest, don't birds follow most creatures that scare fish to the surface because then they get to eat?
It's been 30 years since that thing took me dead light. Now I'll have me revenge.
Dead light? Huh? You gonna share?
If we're gonna do battle with the greatest after.
Where's the rum gone?
It's another hunting ship under attack.
Under attack from another ship?
It looks like he's found a brickleback.
I'd say it found him.
We have to help him.
Brickleback. Okay, well that's not a ship, obviously. I don't think.
What course,
You.
Captain?
You can tell it's...
Press on. Even that rum gagger Jim Nicklebones. Esmerino's set a new course.
You're costing me the great red instead of the great white. You can tell it's it. I mean, the red tail is totally not a giveaway.
30 years. Yes.
That's when you wish you had your own separate boat to go off.
I'm Captain.
Drive her down, Mr. Crisp.
They got there fast. I wish my galleon and Sea of Thieves moved that fast. Oh, it's the Kraken.
Nowhere here.
Shoot the tentacles and may drop loot. It's a good thing I let go of that ship and just, like, when I decided to go after them. What if it had ignored them and just kept attacking? They'd be sunk.
We have weather gauge.
Furl the main and fore. Ease your headsails, Chloe.
I get the feeling the redhead's gonna have a feisty personality. So it's got
Nearly there, Captain.
the head of a fish.
You heard him, you lubbers.
Oh, let me guess, they're gonna turn so it's like hits him like a T.
Make it scream, Piper.
Oh my, the bagpipes. That's a cool looking thing. Looks like a crocodile fish. You guys are seriously missing this thing when it's heading straight at you and it's straight. Oh, come on, my shots are better and see if they. Oh, never mind, they are hitting it.
We've not discouraged our prey.
I was about to say, oh my god.
Loose.
Is that really gonna hit it when your cannonballs did nothing? Now that took aim, hitting the holes that they already put.
It's diving.
Is that really gonna keep it afloat, that little buoy? It almost doesn't look like the same creature that. Oh. Wow, they're low. Thanks.
Clever fish. It's gone upwind. Stand to. Wait for the word.
They're learning. Clever girl.
You heard the captain. Hands to braces. Stand.
It's not moving, and isn't that weird?
It's below us.
Oh, now it's coiling around him like a snake. You know there's R34 of that creature. And if you're under the age of 18, do not look that up. It's so weird because this thing doesn't look like it would have those kind of tentacles coming out of it when it looks mostly like an alligator fish. Or I guess alligator gar. Bye. Oh my god, it's the bagpipes. I thought it was like 3 people. Freaking bagpipe noise.
Don't worry, lad. We got it right where we want it. Jacob, look out!
It's like, bye.
Man overboard. Hard to port.
I wonder, is Jacob his son? Because he reacted like either that is his son or is like a son to him. Oh, that was close, man. What's with the whimsical music? It's definitely a determined creature. Oh. Captain's taking it even more serious now. Ooh. Oh, he did the dive thing. That's cool. You mean that's all it took is for him to get to the soft underbelly and stab it? What if his plane dead? Oh my god, he's taking a trophy. What if it's not dead? I don't know, it's not dead. Where's your saw? Did you let go of your saw? You don't have a knife on you or something?
Captain! Captain!
Wait, yeah. How did Jacob get to him? Is that the red one just watching them?
We're going home.
He got so close to death, he's like, I'm done. 30 years of chasing that red thing and I almost died to a kraken fish. I'm done.
Well, it's gloomy as the Hellguard trenches in here. We've taken some right proper hunts.
Oh, it's got the
The
freaking...
Royals will pay us,
Eh.
and then we'll come back and we'll take that red devil.
Can we be?
The fact that he's not even, you know he gets hurt a lot when he's not even phased by the needle, like his cuts being sewed back up, and he's just walking around casually as the needle's going in. Ugh!
Jacob?
And it shoots fireballs out of the ties, they say. It's enough to make your knees wobble. But I ain't afraid.
I would have laughed if he had a piece of string just dangling.
You lot. A merchant sailor on their first voyage. A mother.
That's a woman.
A son. All
That's a man? I would have never mind, you know what? I don't know.
hunters die of the same thing.
I, being a hunter.
That's right.
She's a girl, right?
Being a hunter.
Speaking of dying a great death.
Nice knowing you, Jacob.
I mean, he kind of saved the captain's booty, so I don't think the captain would be mad at him, right?
It will come back for that beast and bring hell down upon it.
I thought he said he was done.
My father's before me, and his father's before him.
He's passing on the
Today
book
we
to him.
take the red bluster. I've known it since the day I pulled you from the sea.
Oh, he was the blonde boy.
The day you found me, I swore I would do everything in my power to keep people safe from them demons. If you would grant me this ship.
Alright, I kind of see the similarity right now to, like, How to Train Your Dragon. In this one. They're similar. But so far, I'm liking how they're doing it. It's different enough.
Accept.
You're gonna do great things.
Like saving one of them demons. Protecting them, even. You gonna ride one too?
It's good to be home at last. But it
Did they actually get the horn?
Stay, I'm afraid.
I expect some right proper debauchery.
Lots of rum.
Go on then.
Oh, they did get the horn.
Crown will pay well from them horn.
Well, for the first song of this movie, it's catchy. I like how the window looks like binoculars.
Me name's Maisie. Maisie Bramble.
Maisie.
It's a pleasure to meet you. 4 and 2 days. It was 5.
There's 5. Alright. She's climbed across the table.
There was a time them beasts, but not no more. And it's 'cause of the hunters. Them
I love how he, like, wants the booze and she just wants the stories.
there's not a no. They served on the monarch.
The monarch. So they're.
Aye. That's just the way for a hunter, ain't it? You live a great life and die a great death.
That's how he became orphaned.
I'm on the run, you see. And
The slow raise.
'Cause I'm joining your crew.
That timing, of course.
You ain't.
Right then, I'll talk to Captain Crow. That's a man with real authority.
Oh.
Do you know where I might find Captain Crow?
Hey, I have authority.
Oh,
You
she's...
ain't captain, are ya? Captain material? Sorry. It just sounds funny.
She has got quite the Percy. She's got quite the personality. She is, what is that word? Spunky.
I mean, I will be captain.
I'll take it up with Captain now, not Captain someday.
Oh. Oi.
Good!
Before, if that's not too much trouble.
Alright.
This is kidnapping!
No, love. It's the opposite of kidnapping.
Kid saving. That look of she's not happy.
New friends. Horrible things, children.
You could say that again.
Wasn't he probably a child when she was on board? Wow, gold spires. Wait, isn't that the radial star? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of small for a beast, isn't it? Or I guess not, actually.
A specimen like that garners quite a bounty. But there's something I don't see.
Is she really gonna, like, get upset at him for not having the red beast?
The Horn of the Red Bluster.
Bluster, sorry.
Admiral Hornigold has reported a rumor.
I'm guessing they don't like him?
The royals don't pay you to honor such codes.
Oh, he's gonna talk like this. Yes, we do not believe in this code you have. Please gag me right now.
They pay you to
No, gag him, actually.
monsters. This was what
Sir, you literally have like 4 or 5 different creatures' horns or whatever in your possession, and you're upset over the red bluster. You really...
It's been hundreds of years since the Dark Times. But as long
Also, I like the design where you have like... I think it's not a necklace. It's like a... not a brooch. I don't know what they call them. Satchels or something. And I like how they have like seashells, and then their crowns have like coral. So it kind of like ties in with the fact that they're a coastal town.
So today marks the beginning of a new era. The crown will no longer
Is that a... not a galleon. Is that the... oh, what's that? There's a ship that's like bigger than a galleon. I'm blanking on it. Like I know there were talks about it for Sea of Thieves and stuff that players wanted a ship like that. Maybe they'll mention it.
support.
The Imperator is the most heavily armed ship ever to set sail. The
They're not
Royal
gonna-
Navy will push deep.
Okay, never mind. I think that's even more heavily armored and has more cannons than the ship I'm trying to think of.
Into the
Not in that thing. She rests too low, and them fixed cannons is useless. And her captain is an ass.
Can you just gotta put like a donkey head on him, and then that's just perfect.
and the inevitable decommissioned.
Wait. I, for one, would relish the opportunity.
Oh, I would relish the sight of you getting your ass kicked or eaten. Either way, I'd be happy.
Get set. Go.
We'll
What was that? Go.
take the bluster and bring it to your doorstep.
But yeah, that ship is definitely like, it may be loaded with cannons, but it's like he said, it can't be moved. And when you're dealing with a beast swimming around, you gotta be able to turn your cannons left and right. So all the ones above deck or what are important, not... Honestly, if they had made them bigger portholes where they could like move the cannons around or aim them in different directions, that would have been better. But them being stationary, yeah, it's like you said, it's literally for show.
For we are hunters.
I'm really hoping that... I know that they're gonna like befriend the Red Beast or the Red Bluster. I really hope that they use the Red Bluster to take down, like, I hope they like threaten the whole like the King Queen to like not demolish the hunters or whatever we call it. Fire at them, I guess. Is the little girl gonna sneak on? I feel like she is. Don't tell me she's in there. The way they highlight it, like they focus on that one barrel, I feel like she's in there. But then again, how'd she get in there if there's only one hole? I knew it! How'd she get in there? Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I love how she could have just said I, but she goes, yeah.
we're dropping you off at the nearest port.
You've been swallowed whole, shot through the heart, and cut to pieces. But the worms
Shot through the heart. And you are too. Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
won't eat you, and hell won't take you, so here you are. The right
Hell won't take you. Yeah, you could tell it's definitely not a Disney movie. They couldn't, like, show as much blood as they have. They couldn't make reference to the hell. Okay, maybe old Disney would have, but new Disney wouldn't.
But, Sarah, be good enough to take her in, would you?
Hi, Captain.
Ah, she looks so unhappy.
Congratulations, Captain Someday.
I don't think you want to drink that. I like how the captain was like, I like her. Oh. Oh. I'll be honest, that'd be something I would do. Would go, mm. All right. Does she have a book on every single one of these people?
They say no first mate is more
Oh, never mind. She's got the book. I guess it shows all of them.
loyal
That's
than
enough. Or fall on that yourself, because I'll visit worse than death on you.
Did she just tell a little girl to fall on a blade herself? Yeah, not Disney.
You're amazing.
She's gonna grow to like her too. I can just see it. I love this music too.
Them pictures in me books come to life. An exacting bloody revenge.
Go.
Just don't trip and fall with that thing.
She'll be the death of me.
Can we not? What if she is? Actually, no. It's kind of funny that the lady taking care of her and the orphans said she'd be the death of them or her, and then he's saying the same thing.
I see a fire in her. Same fire I saw in you.
Do you remember it?
Stay off them darts!
Something's gotta happen that splits them apart. For them to befriend this red blaster. Whoop. Don't lose all your bullets! I was like, geez, right off the bat is lose all your ammo. Oh, it is the red blaster.
The ocean. Go.
I was gonna say you were all that talk, don't back up now. Even though I know you're a little girl.
Stay away from the window.
She's gonna look out the window and fall out it. That is not a fish, that's like a dragon. That doesn't even look like it hurt it. Now that's smart. What if this thing's really smart though and just turns around at him?
We've got you now.
Honestly, with its colors, it kind of reminds me of a salmon. Oh god! Maybe that's not the best room to be in. Oh. Oh. Oh! It's tying itself up. Is she gonna cut it? But if he's too on the tip, it might fling him back off of it. They're gonna get pulled. Oh, there they go, getting separated. Oh, shit! Like, don't make any sudden movements. That's not creepy at all.
She's just a child!
I'm giving you an order.
Please, Captain!
Bring her to me.
Whoa, now.
Jacob.
You happy now? Now they're both dead. You don't have to shoot either one of them. Like I thought they were gonna get separated. I mean, in a way, this red beast just saved them both. Especially the girl, because I think he was gonna shoot her. Wait, she's hugging his face.
Are we gonna die?
I think he would have swallowed you already if that were the case.
No. Well, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it have eaten you two already?
Haven't you hunted these things your whole life?
We kill him less. We don't study him. I guess it's...
What do you think we are, nerds? We don't study sea creatures. We don't read books on them. Or write books on them. We don't have the book of sea creatures.
time to
I would think you could feel that.
cut the rope.
I mean, it's not eating you now. Wouldn't you just stay in the boat? What if you caused it to have a gag reflex? I'm sorry, if this was happening in my throat, this would make me, like, cough or something. That's gotta be its nose, right? This thing actually looks like it's part dragon, part manatee with its tail. Does he not notice he's pulling her along? I'll laugh if this thing sneezes them both out. I'm sorry, how does that work? Oh, it's Hawaii.
I don't want to overthink this, alright? I'm just gonna kill it.
I don't know about
Oh, it's like a slot, like a slit, huh?
Kill 5 of them, and this is just another beast.
there has to be
You're
another
gonna make it
Break
sneeze.
up, lad.
Whoop. Ow, ow, ow. Sandburn. Is that pink sand? You're really gonna try and kill this thing with a little knife like that. You too. You know how gentle this thing has to be to just catch her foot? That's like probably me catching the foot of a bug without hurting it. Are you gonna do this to it? Because if you do, I'm calling How to Train Your Dragon. Meanwhile, Jacob over here is just too busy being Tarzan. Whoa!
Oh, bloody hell.
Come on, oh, those poor fish. Jacob, give up. You're one man going up against something that's like probably double the times of your ship size. It's like a seal!
You could have killed me.
I could have killed you.
You were gonna yank her down from the palm tree.
I had it did. Well, we wouldn't have been fighting at all if you hadn't cut them lines.
We cut them lines.
No, you cut them lines.
You have a boot.
Stop me, did ya?
Okay, you know what? I love these two's chemistry. It's cute. Is this Kaiju Island? Her eyes couldn't get any bigger. Now that's a big conch shell. I love how he's just. What fruit is that? I thought that was gonna be coconut, but that looks like a cross between like a sea anemone and a pomegranate coconut. There's all that like orange, yummy looking flesh in there. And you're not eating it.
Is that true?
Don't stab yourself.
We kill them because they kill us. Do I need to remind you that one of them...
Who started it though?
I want to believe that.
I just noticed her eyes are purple. That's unique.
But maybe you can be a hero and still be wrong.
I mean, yeah, you can. Because you can die doing something heroic that you believe is heroic, but it's not.
Why did Red Swan?
I can think of a certain mustached man that probably would have, if he had died doing what he believed in, would have thought he was a hero, but I don't think most of the world would think he is.
So we're not arguing. So what are we doing?
Disagreeing?
I won't make any promises.
Wouldn't they all be dead if she hadn't cut the rope? It's like, don't go poking things that aren't necessarily wanting to fight. That ship looks worse for wear.
But the closest port is...
Mocah! Be Mocah by thunder or the ocean floor.
I remember that line from Treasure Planet, I believe. I wonder what that means in like sailor's term, because I know in Treasure Planet, oh my god. There was Jim, and then there was Silver. I think he said something by thunder, because I know it's his accent. So he said something similar to now is by thunder. So I wonder what that means in sailor term.
But I'll have vengeance. I'll have vengeance.
Yeah, you were about to shoot a kid because of it. Also, I like the fact that the Inevitable is a red ship going after a red creature. That's like the main monster in this movie. Ah, it's a squishy thing! Hi. The little lantern seal thing! I shall come, Squishy. He shall be mine. He shall be my Squishy. Come here, Squishy. It's so cute. It's so derpy but cute. Okay, I'm saying it right now. This thing is cuter than the gecko from Frozen 2. It's literally like a gecko crossed with a salamander crossed with a the light deep sea fish that's the lanternfish. Oh god, it's like a dog. You did not just step on an egg. That could be like a frog speck.
Just don't move.
You're gonna step on it too.
I'm
Or not.
sorry, but I already named it.
Let me guess.
What'd you name it?
Blue. We stay here much longer, and we'll have a whole rainbow of critters that want
Rainbow of critters.
Cute.
You and I have a different idea of cute.
Hey!
Not pets that will lay eggs in your mouth that hatch and burst out through your chest cavity.
This isn't alien, sir.
Specific.
Well, I've seen some things, all right? Point is, we don't know what it is. We've got to get off it by thunder.
Stop stepping on them all. Look at those faces. They are gonna attract Mama. Oh my god, they're all fat seal monsters! This is so... Okay, never mind. They're more like caterpillar seals.
Mother Goose I'm worried about.
Oh, stop punching them. It's a freaking walrus monster. You got... Is the red one gonna come help them? Not my fault you had a baby on your back.
Drakemore's thick with monsters, but don't worry. There's one of them things within a mile of us.
Oh, Sensei. Maybe a little off my game here.
I think that we can call this Monster Island, sir. So I think there's monsters everywhere. Oh my. Eh. Oh, there's the red girl. She must be the queen of the island. Just slide off already. I love how the red bluster looks more pissed off having to fight this thing than she did fighting Jacob and his crew. Poke its eyeball. Yeah, go for the eye. Right in the joint. Ooh. When you have that itch that you just can't reach. You can fly.
Maisie!
Oh, she's got her pet. She still has the spears in her back.
Maybe Red can take us.
Back to the island?
No, back home.
You have really lost it.
She saved us from that thing, didn't she?
Wait, shit.
The look.
Are you... I think I did the saving, right? I mean, I threw the... Get bailing, the water's coming in.
He's like, I'm gonna go ride Red.
Hey!
Well, if she does understand you, she don't want to help. Bright side, she didn't eat you. Now, get bailing.
She's gonna lift them. Cause like they're in that little boat thing that she made. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. She definitely sticks out like a sore thumb. She's got a lot of spears in her back, man.
She don't understand ya.
Oh, she understands, all right. She's just being monstrous. Turn to the right, you infernal bloody sea beast!
Closes her eye. She. Whoa, hold on.
Like this. See?
Hold on. Hold on. She closed her eye on him. Wait. I gotta see this again.
Turn to the right, you infernal bloody sea beast!
That's like the equivalent of if you could close your ears. She's like, okay, I'm done with you.
He's wondering if you might turn a smidge. Like this. See?
She needs to. She's showing by example. I mean, I like that it's not like she understands them, because I know they do that for some movies with creatures and stuff where they'll speak to them and it's like the creature understands. Like, how do they understand? You're speaking a different language, and this is the first time you two are like interacting this close. So how will they understand you? So I like that they may not understand language wise, but most creatures will understand body language. So it's like her looking like her and turning will make her understand. Oh, turn.
Not so hard.
She ain't no pet. Just don't let your guard down.
Can you stop throwing blue?
You can relax, Captain. She...
I mean, the fact she's even helping you and she's got a little of those in her. Wouldn't that hurt? That's a lot. I would think that's like having little acupuncture needles all up in your body, like, for a long time.
Captain, we don't need this. We're hunters.
Only if we kill it.
I guess you could say all he's seeing is red.
It's me most
wonderful creation. The hand of God, I calls it.
Looks like a narwhal horn.
It cost me.
So, do we have a deal?
Yeah. Yeah, all he's seeing is red. Both in anger and the sea beast. Man, you've lost your touch, haven't you? Can't even hit a fish. I'm not gonna lie too, that's pretty big spear for those small fish. She's gonna circle them into a ball. That should make it easy for ya. Blue going ah. After a Thanksgiving meal or a buffet. She's still removing spears. I think her hands would get raw after all that.
So people will believe the beast destroyed towns that don't exist. And hunters like to say yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't start this war.
Maybe, but why would we?
Really? The way humans are? We're not exactly the most peaceful of creatures. Especially during the exploration times. I would think at that point, maybe just hide in her mouth. I knew it. I was gonna say, oh, they're hiding in her nose. How big are those kelp? How big are those jellyfish? All the dead, both humans and beasts. Is that that one they hunted earlier? I see a skeleton, it looks like it. Are they gonna see the one they hunted earlier? That thing's huge.
Oi, Captain! You heard him! Get it off the pins!
I'm not gonna lie, the redhead has had a very small role, and I thought she was gonna have a bigger one.
And what about you?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Easton is a place. It ain't a family. I ain't going back there. And you ain't going back on that ship. So, all you have is me. And all I
Adopt
have is
me?
Maybe if we pretend long enough, it could feel real.
Aw.
Never mind. It's stupid.
What, are you picturing us on a farm or something?
I said never mind, you donkey.
You donkey!
Never mind.
And I promise, I'll never hunt sea monsters again. No more monster hunting!
Ah! Oh, her half-footed stare! She's like, that was anticlimactic.
No more!
Stop! Oh. Jacob.
No more!
Ah! Just bury the knife.
You understand the point I'm trying to make here, right? It's a symbolic gesture.
I think she understands.
I'm surprised I didn't leave a bruise mark on his head. Oh, wait. So she doesn't have purple. She has like auburn hazel, like auburn brown eyes?
Go on, girl. Go home.
Uh-oh. And you're not exactly a color that blends in well. Why did she seem so upset about them, though? Like with Jacob's crew and stuff, she was just toying with them, but with these ones, she like looks like she hates them. Or it's like she got mesmerized by the gold.
Are you alright, Les?
It's Red, okay?
Not well, I think she'll be fine from their shots. Yeah, so much for your big old ship, huh? She doesn't like you guys. It's like she specifically doesn't like them.
No, lass. There's nothing to be done.
She doesn't have to do this.
Is that blood coming from her nose? Oh, okay. I was expecting that kind of blood to be on his hand. Like, I noticed the blood from her nose, but... Please don't kill Red. This is just like Toothless. I don't want to see anyone, any dragon creature die.
Captain, might be wiser to let the poison finish the job.
No, Sarah. I made a promise to the king and queen.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, good. So that means they're not going to let it fully finish her, which means she's going to live. Okay, thank you. I'm like, how are we going to do this that she gets poisoned and can die from it? Okay, so they're just letting enough poison go in her that it, like, paralyzes her.
I see.
Oh, they're showing blood.
Quite a story, Jacob. The beast what took me deadlight.
Oh, so it was his eye.
Jacob. I've always known what I was, Jacob. I'm the son of a captain, who was the son of a captain. And if we are born to fight, then by God, let's fight. That we may be tested and find our greatness. So I ask you, Jacob, my son, are you my enemy?
Oh, Jiminy Christmas, bub.
You'll have a good, long life.
First we'll
But will it be a great life?
the White Rock. Let's toast the many adventures that lay ahead of you as captain of the inevitable.
Nah, don't you play the happy music now. Music doesn't feel the same. Yeah, they cut it short because they know.
This ship, your ship, will live on. Nothing can stop it.
Except for Lou. The way he just suction cups up. You got a strong jaw there, Blue. Jeez. Oh, isn't that interesting? It's all written by the same people that are hunting him.
It was them.
Totally not biased.
Don't worry, Red. I'll get you out of here.
That's a lot of rope for you to cut.
Captain Crow. Well, it looks like
She wasn't
we have
expecting them to
our
win.
winner.
But the Imperator was no match for the beast.
That shows you how Red must have been toying with them then. Because for her to just split that big ship in half like nothing, then why'd she mess around with them?
But you can be a hero and still be wrong. The lance.
He's not gonna drop it.
I thought of you as a son, but I don't know you.
I mean, Brett, you were willing to kill a little girl.
But you've turned your back on your own kind.
Thank goodness that little Blake can hold.
Jacob!
I think he's the one that's turned back on his own kind. Like, I mean, he sold his crew and ship to the witchy lady was willing to kill a little girl, but pretty much just knocked Jacob in the ocean to die. She's gonna help her. She's gonna help her, please, Sarah.
I should have given you a bigger knife.
Hey! I love how that one rope cut and Red's just like, I'm awake. Oh, never mind. She's still kind of out of it. It's like waking up hungover. She's just like, oh, please crush the statue.
For your queen, for all that is good, strike it down.
You guys literally asked it to be brought to your kingdom, you rich nimrods. She's still out of it. Red! She's just destroying the kingdom on accident! This shows how stupid it is that literally she's like out of it, accidentally falling onto things, and they're going, she's destroying the kingdom, kill her! It's just like, oh my god, that's probably how it started too. A beast probably showed up on shore, humans freaked out, started attacking it, then the beast gets angry because of it, and then starts attacking and they go, ah, destroy the town. It's like, and that's how easy stuff can be messed up. Cannonballs don't work on her though. It has to be a tip. It also explains why she maybe hates the gold, because they're the ones that came up with all these stories and stuff for their people. Please tell me she does the hand reaching out thing. Please tell me she does. Yeah, show all of them that Red is not a bad creature. Come on. Just don't try breaking on your leg again, Jacob. That one's even thicker.
No more monster hunting!
Oh, he was able to do it! Bravo! That one was even thicker, so I'm impressed.
Impossible.
Were we wrong this entire time? Oh, they're gonna touch the horn. Do it. Oh no, they climb on her head. Yeah, you're wrong, you bitter old man. Okay. I understand his reasons, but at the same time, good God, he went too far. That's where anger blinds you in vengeance.
I ain't done.
Are you not? Please roast them. Please roast them. Roast the king.
Now this lot stands on the same perch and tells the same lies. For their greed.
General!
Let it end. Let it end. Listen to her.
Let the beast go!
She was the one that was on the carriage, huh? Well, at least I'm not gonna get the Queen Elizabeth treatment, I think.
Now I'm done.
What are you doing?
Fire! Your queen demands it!
I love how she even lowers her voice. Like, demands it!
My brother was on the Monarch, Sergeant.
Oh. You two are in trouble.
I want to...
That hurt, didn't it?
Nice, nice.
No idea.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love the thing that it did actually hurt him and they actually like showed it a little bit later. You're willing to kill your son, a little girl, sell your crew and your ship, all to just prove... I don't know what the point was. Like, sure...
Was saved that day.
Like, sure, he would have, like, brought Red to them, but then at what point you literally sold off your crew and ship to the witch lady, huh?
And I have everything I need right here.
That's a pretty, like, land and cottage.
I'm going to live a great life.
Yay! I don't know the lyrics, so that's why I'm not singing along with it, but... Also, I love the drawing, you know... Okay, I'll say that for my thoughts. Because if not, I'll just say most of it now. And I feel like this is probably gonna be copyright music, so I don't wanna. I'm adding this song to my Spotify if they have this on there. Huzzah! Bravo! Okay, so this is, I'm presuming, gonna be the credits. You know, I'll just go ahead and get into my thoughts then. Alright, so that was the Sea Beast. I'm gonna admit it. That was surprisingly better than what I thought it was gonna be. Because from what I had heard, because I avoided the trailer for this movie, I avoided as much as possible. But what I did see, like, not media-wise, but I saw people comment about it. And I also saw, like, some reviews, like headlines of reviews. And a lot of them compared this to How to Train Your Dragon and said it was just like a knockoff of it. While I see it to an extent, I don't think it's a knockoff. I think it's it's like its own variation of that kind of story of, like, let's be honest, there's been, before How to Train Your Dragon, there's been other shows or movies where creatures that are misunderstood or people think they're evil, vile creatures turn out to actually not be that, and that it's actually humans, like portraying them, like thinking they're bad, making them out to be bad when they're not. So that's not really a new story. How to Train Your Dragon wasn't like the first one to do that. I can't think off the top of my head the ones that have, but I know it had been done before How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon just did it very, like, the characters, like the characters, the story, and the, not environment, but the surroundings were great. So that's what, like, led to How to Train Your Dragon being so good. I feel like the Sea Beast is its own variation of that kind of story, where I was honestly thinking, oh, okay, the creature is gonna be like really unruly, and the little girl or somebody's gonna tame it, and they're gonna both learn to befriend each other. Because How to Train Your Dragon was that, where it was literally the dragons hated the humans or attacked the humans, and the humans attacked the dragons. But if it's more like the Vikings didn't really go after dragons, it was more like when the dragons attacked the villages, the Vikings would protect themselves. So when Hiccup shot down, and that's the other thing too, the difference is that you kind of see, like I brought it up earlier in this movie, where you see how the captain and Jacob had like a father-son relationship, but instead of being like Hiccup, where Hiccup did it more not like because he loved what he, like, killing dragons, he wanted to make his dad proud. So that's why he wanted to go and shoot down a dragon and stuff. So it was more of to prove to his dad. Plus he was younger. Jacob already looks like he's in his 20s. So it's similar in that aspect, but then that's and it also, it like differentiates there between father and son. And then it differentiates that it's not Jacob that, like, befriends the beast. It's the little girl. It's I blanked on her name already. She befriends Red. So and then she teaches Jacob to trust Red and the beast. So it was different enough in a way that it didn't feel like a ripoff. It felt like like I said, just a different version of that story. A different version of that story. And I personally I enjoyed it. I like this movie. I feel like I know I usually break down my thoughts into like plot, characters, and animation. But I'm pretty much trying to mix story and the plot and the characters into one. That plot-wise, is it amazing? Like, is this a movie that deserves like Toy Story 1, like Lion King, like, amazing animated movies. I don't think it's grand in that sense, but I also don't think every animated movie or series needs to be. I feel like as long as it tells a story well and the animation is like good, it's good enough for me to enjoy it. And like, I actually love this movie because I like the characters. None of them felt like, I like that they make fun of the whole yar. That's what it's like Jacob says, we don't go yar after every sentence. So I like that they don't go the cheesy, like I don't know, it didn't feel like the typical pirate gimmick that a lot of them go with. It's not the cheesy pirate stuff. If this felt like actually what, cause it feels like this was a mix, I'll say this, it feels like it was a mix of How to Train Your Dragon, Pirates of the Caribbean, as well as true maritime, like when you look at like your books of sea monsters from that time period and stuff, like they use the drawing style of that. It feels like a mix of all three, and I love all three, so I like that they combine them all for this movie. I like the design for the beasts. I thought the first one that showed up that got killed, that one was unique. It reminded me of, like I said before, it reminded me of an alligator crossed with a kraken crossed with a fish. Then you had that walrus beast, which the babies were adorable, and then the adult was cute but scared, like threatening. Then you had that crab one, which pretty much was just a giant crab, but still was cool. Red's design, well, I do see the resemblance to Toothless, like the mouth, like teeth-wise in the mouth, and I guess sort of the eyes, yeah, like the eyes look like Toothless, but after that, there's like no resemblance. That's kind of like people picking apart How to Train Your Dragon because the guy who came up with the design for Toothless was also the one that designed Stitch. And you can see, like, the teeth in the mouth shape of Stitch, and the way he moves and stuff, like when he crawls around, looks a lot like Toothless. And then now Red looks similar mouth and eye-wise to Toothless. But because she's like a seal, she doesn't have the same, like, movement style as Stitch and Toothless. So I feel like she's her own creature. And there's nothing wrong with that, I think, if you look similar to another creature that person's designed, because that's tends to be the case, usually, unless you come up with really unique creatures. But, I personally don't have a problem with that. So I would say plot-wise, I enjoyed it. I like the way it told this kind of story of misunderstood creatures that then become friends with humans. It also got pretty dark in some parts that I wasn't expecting. I thought, again, this would be more for children, like lighthearted and stuff. But when he actually went to go shoot the little girl, like, that actually caught me off guard. I'm like, wow, he's actually gonna go that far? And he was serious. Like, you could tell from the way he looked, he was gonna do it if Red hadn't stepped in and saved them both. I mean, he was gonna shoot Jacob too. Like, he had gone off his rockers at that point. And then after he thought he lost Jacob, he went even crazier. I kind of wish, the only thing is I wish we had gotten a little more of like an apology from him to Jacob, or some kind of talk they had, and then maybe like an interaction between Red and him, where he, like, I don't know, something like that would have been a good little scene. I feel like a good little character development for him. But it's fine. Like, the way they kind of left him off with just kind of like standing there in shock, like kind of thing. But that's a little nitpick. Honestly, I just think that would have been a good additional scene for him. But other than that, Jacob, I felt, was developed well. The little girl, I felt, was developed well because she was all for killing the beast and was all like, you know, the grandiose of the books, and oh my god, you know, you're amazing and you kill creatures. And then when she starts to see that, wait a minute, these creatures maybe aren't bad, then she's the one, because she's a child, she's more easily swayed, so she's more like, wait a minute, maybe they're not bad, maybe we're wrong. So I like that they use her to convert Jacob in a way, or get Jacob to see the beast side kind of thing, because Hiccup was a child, So it's like they mixed the both of an adult. You know what I mean. But yeah, so I like Jacob. Captain served his purpose. I liked him for the captain. I understand why he got as upset as he did, but at the same time, for me, he threw out the... I mean, Jacob was pretty much the only one that stopped him from breaking the code before and going after Red to go and help the other ship. So, they actually gave a hint to his character that he almost broke the code. Because he saw... I mean, I like that Red is red, because it's kind of like I said that saying of all he's saying is red. Like, he's lost it, like, and he almost did that, and Jacob was the only one to pull him from that. So once Jacob was gone, that's when he went full... I mean, he already went off the deep end and was going to shoot the little girl and Jacob. But once Jacob was fully out of the picture, that's when he was willing to sell his crew, his ship, to the witch lady. And he didn't care what happened, he just wanted to bring Red in for vengeance and all that stuff. So I do like his character. While he's not a character very rarely, or not very rarely, characters like that I typically don't like, but I like the role they play in the story, so I do like him. He was done well. I like Sarah. Let's see, who else? I like Blue. He didn't feel like your throwaway silly side little pet character. He was actually adorable and useful for getting and he doesn't speak, so that's fine. If he had a high-pitched little cutesy voice, I don't think I could handle him, but the fact he's a little creature that just makes little squeaks and noises, it's perfectly fine. Red, I like Red's personality. She actually isn't very... I'll say this, Red is a very stoic creature. Like, she wasn't very emotive in the sense of it's not like Toothless. Like, when you see Toothless, he would like roll his eyes, he would be like this, and like he was much more expressive and much more less of like an animal, because animals don't roll their eye, they're not very expressive. So I like that they made Red more animalistic, where she wasn't like when he went to break the pole the first and second time and he like hurt his legs, she didn't like go like rolling her eyes, she just went like, really? And that's it. Like, and that's kind of like animals can be like that. Not quite as expressive even as that, but still it's not as expressive as Toothless was, or some animals are made to be. So I like that they made Red more animal-like and not as much human emotion, but you can still see in her that she was protective. Like, once she saw what she did to the little girl, she realized she had hurt her, and so she came over to check on her and stuff. And also, they didn't really address why Red seemed to get so upset when she saw the king and queen ship, like, versus Jacob's cruise ship, or Jacob's captain's ship. When she interacted with them, it was more like she was lackadaisical and, oh, this is easy kind of thing. But once she saw that kings and queens ship, it's like she was like, I'm gonna murder this ship. Like, she just went right through and cut the thing in half. She wasn't playing around. So I feel like it wasn't shown, but kind of explained, where I guess she must have known that the kings and queens were the cause of the war between the sea beast, and the humans. So maybe she had more of anger toward them, because I know the little girl even mentioned later that she said, the beasts, we started the war, and the beasts hated us because of it. So I'm wondering if that's why Red reacted the way she did. They didn't really show it. Like I expected, like some kind of interaction or something. But it's okay they didn't. It's kind of like they left. I mean, this is a 2-hour movie, so I feel like they could have squeezed in something. To show, like, maybe. I'm guessing that is the case, though. They just didn't need to show it, or they didn't feel they needed to show it, so that's okay. But yeah, I would say plot, I really enjoyed. Characters, I enjoyed. I didn't find anyone again, okay, there's one character I would say I'm still surprised didn't have a bigger role, and that's the redheaded girl. Like, her design and the way she looked, not because she had red hair, but just the way she showed up in the beginning. I thought she was going to play a more major role similar to, like, Sarah the first mate did. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't. But hey, at least there's a redhead in the movie. But yeah, I mean, other than Sarah, I enjoyed all the characters. Not that I didn't, okay. The way I word that, where I say, oh, you know, except for Sarah, I enjoyed all the characters. What it was is that Sarah just didn't have a big enough role, but to all the characters that were side characters, the main characters, I've enjoyed all of them. The animation, okay, let's say this. Is it as beautiful as a Pixar, Disney, or DreamWorks movie? No. Is it, like, are the background, like, don't get me wrong, I feel like if this was made by, like, Pixar or something, there would have been a lot more beautiful shots with Red in the ocean and stuff. Like, the one with the jellyfish in Red was pretty, but I feel like when you get into, like, Pixar and DreamWorks and stuff, they probably would have taken it even a step further. But considering this is under Netflix, I wasn't expecting that. It would have been nice, but I was expecting that. And for what it is, the animation was good. I liked it. It felt simple, which is not a bad thing. I'm not, like I've said, I'm not expecting every movie or animated series to be some extravagant, like, insane story or animation or whatever. So it's okay. It's like, I don't mind seeing simple animation and stuff. It's still good. Music wise, I mean, I commented multiple times throughout this movie. I'm a sucker for, like, Celtic, Scottish, medieval kind of music. So the fact it had that, I'm happy. And then the one song they had in this movie, which I'm surprised they didn't have. Well, okay, it's by Netflix, so it's not Disney. Disney would have 3 or 4 songs. DreamWorks would probably have 2 or 3. I don't think Pixar may have 2. So this one had 1, and for the one song, I liked it. Like, I mean, I was jamming out at the end, and I'm definitely gonna go look it up later. But yeah, I think that'll be it for my thoughts. Yeah. Thank you to the patron on my Patreon who voted for this movie for me to react to. I'm glad I got to watch it because it is a movie I've been looking forward to watch, and I was hoping it'd be one of the ones picked, or it would have been the one, or one of the ones picked if it came second, and it was. So thank you for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you like early access to my full unedited reactions, go join my Patreon. Links description and pinned comment below. But anyway, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, and keep bringing bright. See ya!